can't let killer robots just roam the streets.
Oh, now we're doing Kraven bots.
All pets belong on a leash, especially these.
Whoa. Ow. Right, come here.
And today's lesson is never send a robot to do a hunter's job. Good, good.
You gotta hand it to New Yorkers. I wasn't even trying to be funny there. If there's a good time to be had, they'll find it.
Hunter tech.
If the reports coming in from Brooklyn are to be believed, these Spider-Men have grown more powerful than we feared. Magic portals, subway cars disappearing off the tracks, fire engines flying through the night sky, and the newer Spider-Man at the center. Webbing and property damage weren't enough. Now we add mystical arts into the mix. Does their desire for destruction know no bounds? I almost feel sorry for this lost soul, groomed for a life of criminality and degradation. Speaking of it, it seems Spider-Man was cohorting with notorious thief, the Black Cat. Their costumes must be cut from the same corrupt cloth. If their entanglement doesn't paint a clear enough picture of Spider-Man's intent, then here's a little story for you. The Spider-Men show up, and the group we now know as the Hunters follow. Clearer now? These Spider-Men are magnets for malefactors. Now, the Black Cat seems to have vanished. Good riddance! If magic is indeed real, then we must hope upon hope that someone out there is using it for good and will erase the stain in our city known as the Spider-Men. May we go one day without another spider incident.
Now you sound like you're contradicting yourself. You condemned Wraith for killing the criminals. Now you're going back on that. An APC? Nice dismantling job.
Any more traffic violations and we're gonna have to revoke your license. Okay. Let's see what's the latest greatest in energy research.
These wind turbines are tiny but mighty. Once deployed on high altitude currents, they are a potentially self-sustaining source of clean power. Eventually they'll shuttle back and forth to a dock. But right now, we're looking for a way to place these for an initial test run.
I think I can get these up to the right altitude with the web wings. They don't call it Brooklyn Heights for nothing. Here we go! Huh. Web wings alone aren't getting me enough lift. I need a little push. The intersection of Port and Montague is super windy. I've certainly lost enough papers walking through there. Let's use that as a natural wind tunnel. How can such tiny turbines create so much energy? Fly free, little turbine. This is really high. There we go. Great.
All right.
They're all happily launched. I'll just head back. The turbine's been compromised? What? How? Need to check on that.
What?
Gotta get up there. Talon drones attacking the turbine. I've gotta stop them.
Of course they have to interfere with this operation right now. I was not expecting this.
You guys again? I really wish we'd stop meeting like this.
Stay out of our way, and we won't have to.
Really? I'm in your way?
The world will not accept ingenuity and
Okay,
innovation.
That's all of them. Now to get this turbine back in place. Ah! There. All up and running. I should make sure Dr. Wynn sets up some turbine security for these.
Oh, wait. Let me get this one. Oh, nice. I really love the way the progression system is done. It's a very standard progression system, but it's the kind of progression system I like when you're going through the story. So that it doesn't feel like a microtransaction-based system or something that interferes with the general gameplay. I'm looking at you, Resident Evil 4 Remilk. That nonsense that you pull.
I'm going for the Chili Dog record, and I hear the shrimp talk. Hey, you paid for that photo, Spider-Man? I'm just kidding. You're cool. Oh no, you're radical.
I heard this guy dips his hot dog buns in tomato juice before eating them. Now, I get that it makes it easy for them to go down, but tomato juice? Brother, that ain't right.
Do they really have a baseball field right next to Coney Island? Did not know that.
Danicast clan, let's talk about Coney Island. First off, the latest news from first responders is many injuries, but no fatalities. Small blessings. But we have got a lot of unknowns. Who perpetrated the attack? Who was the man who helped Spider-Man? I've got to be honest, folks. This is giving me not good flashbacks to the underground and Roxxon brawls of last year.
Oh, last year?
With
Okay.
two Spider-Man in town, we can steer away from more citywide chaos. Anyone who tells you these things happen for a reason should be cursed with wet socks forever.
Okay, so it's 1 year after Spider-Man Miles Morales. Alright.
Next time, do your ambushes in the streets, like normal criminals.
Oh, don't encourage them. Okay, that helps. That's a great way to stun the dogs when they do that pulse.
I will get out of.
Oh, I'm taking a picture of the bridge. Okay.
Ah, the Manhattan Bridge. Can you believe they started building it in 1901? Finished in 1909.
8
I thought it was
years.
old when I was a kid, but now it's just amazing the history that's in this city.
I didn't think something like this would take 8 years. I thought this would take like decades. Oh, what? Both factions are attacking me?
This could get any harder?
That is totally unexpected. I wish I was playing as Miles right now. He would not have trouble with this. At least the detection on grabbing the turrets is better compared to Marvel Spider-Man. Grabbing the turrets off those Sable trucks was pretty clunky.
You're prolonging the inevitable.
Damage control. Is it? Wait a second. Isn't damage control mentioned in the MCU?
Went to prison and came out a better person? Me either. But that's what Quentin Beck would have us believe. After his numerous crime sprees, who could forget when he made Spider-Man look like a moron chasing an imaginary flying bus of school children while he made off with $2 million in diamonds. He finally landed himself where he belonged, behind bars. Now he's out and wants us to accept him back into society as a fully rehabilitated individual.
Maybe you need rehabilitation, Jonah.
I know one thing to be 100% certain. People do not change. Once a criminal, always a criminal. I don't know if this was a clerical error in our judicial system, but there is no way this man has paid his dues and repented for the damage he's caused. Do not trust this con artist. Attend his attractions at your own risk. And while we're at it, I can think of 2 other costume criminals that belong in prison with Beck. But that's for another podcast.
I lose the creeps at the school and come home. Walk through the front door. But you're not there. They are. What have they done to you, Kimia?
Craven's real twisted for putting Marco's kid in the middle of all this. Gotta look for more crystals to find out what happened.
Marco's memory is returning, and he's agitated. The doctors are piecing together what happened. It sounds like it's not all his fault. I'll let you know if I hear more.
What do you bet Kimia's gonna be evil? She was evil in Marvel Spider-Man, and she worked for Hammerhead. And I'm talking about the TV series, not the game, of course. What do you bet she's now working for Kraven because of how much she hates her father? That's what I'm expecting to happen.
Hey! Hey, Pete! Watch this!
You okay?
Come on. Let's see what else this thing can do.
What are you doing?
Science, buddy. I'm doing science. So, Spider-Man. You told MJ, but not your best friend?
To protect you. I wanted to.
Right.
That and his father's Norman Osborn, and he's a scumbag. And if Peter told Harry that he was Spider-Man, and Harry accidentally let it slip that Peter was Spider-Man, Norman would have been after him. So you should mention that as well, Peter. Although you don't want to damage your friendship with Harry, though, so he's not going to mention it.
Yeah, I get it. And that kid you're tutoring, he's the other one?
A lot happened while you were in that tank.
Trust me.
And is he still saying that Harry was in Europe when he was in that tank? Based on that conversation he had back in Coney Island? Because that's not how I interpreted Peter acknowledging Harry in that tank.
I know. Nice and gentle.
Whoops. Yeah. I'm gonna make some coffee. It looks like it's gonna be a long night. Damn it.
Did you actually move your desk over to the other wall, Peter? Like you said? Before the bromance?
What the hell happened here?
We were just doing some experiments.
That really says a lot if you guys are so willing to just trash your place like this. Because you're like, oh, we'll just cover it. With that attitude, there's no wonder a lot of the experiments to heal the world will most likely not come true and actually be a part of New York and the rest of the world.
Where's Dr. Connors?
Maybe he took the day off?
No. He doesn't take days off.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll call you later.
Oh boy, this is gonna get ugly. We don't see what happens. What exactly is the relationship like between Harry and Norman? Are they still gonna favor the same thing that they always do, where Norman is kind of grooming Harry to be the prodigal son, but Harry's not living up to his expectations, and so this develops a deep anxiety in Harry where he has to please his father at every corner. And this clashes with doing the right thing, which is the typical thing that they always do in every media that involves Harry and Norman. I wonder if they'll do something different, or they'll just stick with the same thing.
I need a minute. Harry's got superpowers? This is all happening so fast. Wait, what's that? Hey guys, I'm getting a strange spider bot signal.
You got that too? Genki, You testing something?
I was just about to call you guys. A bunch of them just pinged the network out of nowhere. They're using some funky wireless protocols.
I'll check it out and let you know what I find.
I wonder what that's about.
Looking sharp.
Spider-Man 2099?
Go to the Spidey server.
Got it. I'll keep an eye out for more.
Send me the data when you find them. I'll try to track down who made them.
Colexco. Why do I know that company? They look familiar.
Hey, long night?
Hey, MJ. Harry and I stayed up doing tests on his suit. And we may have had too much pizza. It was really nice.
Just like the good old days. So I gotta know, what's Harry's radioactive spider?
I've never seen anything like this before. It's some kind of exosuit that completely eradicates any trace of his disease. Dr. Connors really outdid himself this time.
That's incredible. And great timing, considering what happened at the park.
Any leads on where they might have taken Tombstone?
Not yet, but if I hear anything, you're my first call.
Oh, you're the best.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, what's next? We still have figured out who made that weird spider bot. Hey, Yuri!
I tracked
Yuri?
the followers of the Flame to an abandoned clinic in Chinatown. We go together, maybe we'll find their boss.
So you can leave them to die too?
Not unless I have to. Look, this cult needs to be stopped. You want to come along, it'd make things easier, but I don't need you.
If I went, I could keep an eye on her.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Mark II? Spider Armor Mark II. Is that meant to be the one that that billionaire version of Peter Parker wore? I know he was featured in the 1990s series. Is that what that is? No idea. But I'm really curious to see what this Yuri side mission is going to be like. I need to know who this cult is. I have no idea who they are. And I finally unlocked fast travel. And there's that abandoned food market.
Hey! Are you crashing my fight or am I crashing yours? We're crashing crime, dude! Oh, you're done now!
Get in out of that! Hit him on the ground!
Good work, and he went through a wall. Unfortunate. Nice work, Miles.
Thanks. We should take this on the road sometime.
Sounds like a good excuse to finally build that Spider-Mobile.
And they're still doing the same animation. That annoys me. How cool would it be if we stumbled upon Yuri or...
Spiders, got something for you. Head to this location.
Felicia?
Hey, Felicia.
Heard some chatter about the steel foundry in Williamsburg off a radio I swiped from those hunters. Sounds like...
Oh, so you did
Tombstone's
care.
there. He could use your help.
Thanks. Glad you're all right.
Did you make it to Paris in time?
Yeah, I did. Figured I owed you one. Both of you. Even if the other Spider-Man couldn't be bothered to make an appearance.
Yeah.
You can save the explanation. We've both moved on. He's a good one, by the way.
He really is. Well, thanks for the tip. Not sure I'd be able to find Tombstone in time without you.
Yeah, thanks. Take care of yourself.
Those fashion school rejects won't be getting the drop on me again. Ta-ta, spiders.
Miles, let me take this one. You're gonna miss your essay deadline.
What if...
If Lee's there, I'll take care of him. Spider-Man can wait. Miles can't.
All right. Just keep in touch.
Hopefully
Okay.
Lee was right. Gotta get to Tombstone before Craven crosses him off his list too.
I was not expecting Felicia to keep a radio around. I thought she didn't care about Kraven. If they didn't know where she was going through magic, how would they be able to find her exactly? You know? That's why I didn't think she would keep a radio around. Because how would they know where she was? Alright, let's get started on this Yuri mission. I'm really excited to see what this one is. I really want to know who this cult is. Like, who is their leader?
Did she go inside? Nope. How is this going to work? Just team up like normal, or... How long you been tracking these guys?
Few weeks. Heard rumors for a while. They leave bodies in their wake.
They care a lot about the Crimson Hour, whatever that is.
The hot new club in Hell's Kitchen? Wow, that just popped out there, huh? Who says stuff like that? Not me.
You should talk about Spider Cop! Do Spider Cop! Do Spider Cop, I really want to see the reaction. Spider-Man and Wraith can perform a double takedown together. When cultists are marked green, it is safe to take them down.
Left's all mine. That'll do.
When we find their boss, how will we know it's their boss?
Something tells me these people aren't fans of subtlety. Let's look around.
My HUD's bugged for some reason. The top half is only showing on the bottom left corner of the screen.
They've been here for long. Maybe a month at best.
He trusts you. All are welcome. There's a lot of Heart Clinic logos here. Is there a connection? Because we saw Heart Clinic last time.
The guy I rescued who tried to leave the cult.
If he's smart, he's left the state by now. Up here. We can go this way.
Take out the cultists and keep moving?
Sounds good.
So, it's been, what, a year and a half since...
Year and a half? Okay. So that's how long ago the DLC was. What did they call those DLCs in Marvel Spider-Man?
How have you been?
You don't have to do this small talk. We're here on a job.
You're our new Ember, right? What did you think of the Book of Flame? Incredible. I'm seeing the world. When will I get to meet him? Soon enough. It's not small talk for me. I was worried about you.
I'm fine. I was angry before and blocked. But I'm better now. Steady.
Hey,
The Fool's Beacon. How can you be sure it's Spider-Man?
because the flame is short.
Has he ever been wrong?
If you're entertaining second thoughts, I suggest you burn them now. All we ask for is trust. Is Sloppy referring to you killing that mob enforcer?
Yeah, the mob
last year?
enforcer.
I was wondering when you'd bring that up.
I meant what I said back then.
You want to turn me in? You're welcome to try. No signs of their boss yet. Let's keep going.
The unworthy hide everywhere. Prometheus, Hestia, Hephaestus, Typhon. The flame trusts you, so trust in the flame. The unworthy hide everywhere. Remember the prophecy. Fire purifies and makes room for rebirth. Watch your partner and they will watch you. Comfort breeds complacency. The Crimson Hour will free us. I hate to imagine the kind of desperate individuals they took advantage of to bring them into the cult.
It's locked. And I bet forcing it will trigger an alarm.
Doesn't look like it takes keys. Must be a way to unlock it around here.
Seems like new recruits are always paired up when they join.
Good way to keep an eye on everyone.
Looks like the cult uses tattoos to show off their ranks.
They're always paired up when they join. Wait, I've got an idea.
You want to share with the class?
Just watch.
That's it. The door only opens when it sees the correct pair of tattoos.
I've got mine. You see anyone with a Hephaestus tattoo?
Please, please don't wake up. And not the tattoo I'm looking for. Great. Is this supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing?
How does any of that look good?
There we go. Second time's the charm.
Maybe we should web them up. Did you think of doing that? So that they don't get up?
So, you got any tattoos?
Just the one of Spider-Cop's gravestone.
Of course they had to mention Spider-Cop like that. Wow. And I remember Spider-Man saying that Spider-Cop retired before Yuri just brought it back up again, because she built up quite a friendship with Spider-Man by the end of Marvel Spider-Man. and then she was annoyed, and now she's really taking it to a dark turn.
If you run away again, he won't be so forgiving.
Trust the flame, for everything burns. For everything burns.
You hear that somewhere before?
Not sure.
Let's take these two out at the same time.
I'm following your lead.
If you waste all your energy now, you won't have enough to make it through what's coming. How could you think this would go any differently? Oh, now you're not talking? Okay. We'll see about that.
Is there any word about Matthew?
The Flame said to forget that deserter.
Matthew.
Apparently the cops got it right this time, and put him in witness protection.
He'll burn with the unworthy.
Count on it.
Show off.
Let's check on the prisoners. We'll get you out of here.
The door controls are in the next room. Hurry!
How many followers are in the building?
I don't know. A lot.
This is very dark for Spider-Man. I know there are some dark comic moments, but I don't really count the comics because they don't have the same level of emotion as what it would be like if they were actually on screen and animated and actually voice acted. And plus, since they're occurring in alternate timelines, the writers can just go overboard with concepts and not really make the ideas feel organic or anything. Whereas here, like I'm really feeling the darkness with the atmosphere, with the music. And the fact that this is so different to what I'm expecting with Spider-Man. This is like something you get with the Batman Arkham series, not in Spider-Man, but that's what makes it so interesting. And I have no idea who this cult is. I'm really intrigued.
We're gonna get you out of here as soon as we can. Please. I'm not supposed to be here. We'll find a way to get you out.
If the Flame lets you.
Hey, you okay in there? Hello?
No way. They have those kind of videos. Those brainwashing videos, like what you'd see with people who believe the apocalypse was coming, so they hide out in the bunkers and they try to create this society, and then they create those videos talking about what the world is supposedly like.
We're here to help.
Don't be so loud.
So the
They're
controls
really
are in the
scared.
next room. If they're the followers of the Flame, is that the Flame holding court down there?
I don't think so.
He is still worthy. Let all have be washed away as we celebrate this Ember's passage from Typhon to Hephaestus.
You doing okay? You sound...
I'm peachy.
No longer will you need to hide your true self from the world. For now, there is no way in which the world can harm you.
Looks like there's no other exits out of this room.
Let's hope there's more here than that screensaver.
The brand is both the shield and sword. It will be your greatest source of resilience and your greatest source of strength, because it shows the Flame's trust in you. And that is something that will never waver. Trust in the Flame, for everything burns. Since time began, there has been no clearer truth. So let us remember it now, because the Crimson Hour is coming.
It's been weeks and I still haven't been called up. I've given everything to the Flame. Except your trust, it seems. Your time will come. He has my... Yes. Of course.
Yes, your what? Your humanity? Your kid?
Come to another ceremony? Crimson Hour is nearly here. You know his responsibilities grow by the day. Of course. And when he's finished, he will join us forever. Nice.
Down you go.
Hey!
Something's off.
Just be quiet.
Good enough.
Get off before the flame sees you. You're done. The flame is with us.
See the door controls anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The wiring for the cells leads right here.
Come on!
We really need to stop meeting like this, Yuri. People will think you're trying to kill me.
Never thought you'd be able to trick anyone into joining one of your little clubs again.
Love is not a trick.
None of this is love.
I extended my hand when nobody else would. I doubt you, nor the fool's beacon there, would have done the same. But what would it take for you to love me?
Tell me where you're hiding and I'll show you.
The old hospital north of Astoria. Stop by anytime. If you're both worthy.
Let's do this.
You knew who the flame was this whole time?
No! I had my suspicion, but I wasn't sure until I saw him.
Got you now! How do you two know each other?
He ran another group like this when I was a cop. Shut them
Really?
down. He got away.
So there's history there. No wonder this cult has your fascination.
The flame's not even here. We have to go after him.
After we help the prisoners get out. Oh, hey!
The Crimson Hour cannot be stopped!
Let's get upstairs.
More followers behind the door up above. It's the only way out.
Wait here. We'll make sure it's safe.
You want to handle the door?
Why not?
Oh god!
Okay, first things first. How does he know who you are?
My voice. When I was chasing him as a cop, he enjoyed it. Learned who I was, so he could always tell me how I'd face.
Get down here!
Can't hide now, Spider-Man!
What else do you know about him?
That group he ran with before? When we got close to capturing him, he told them it was finally time. He killed them so nobody would talk to us. And they let him. He's a monster.
This is all part of the fraud! We'll let him web you? So this is the first time you've seen him since he got away?
I tried to track him down for months, but other cases got in the way. I knew he was around.
And the followers of the flame, are they like his old group?
The old group was small, cautious. These people, I don't know what's bigger. Their numbers or their colors.
You got the flame!
I got iframes just then. Good. Oh god!
Now let's get those folks out of here.
Who is the flame? I'm thinking of Cletus Cassidy for some reason. I don't know why.
Shouldn't take us long to get to the hospital.
Yuri! This is the most obvious trap I've ever seen! And I fought Trapster.
We can't.
Who's Trapster? I've never heard of that guy. Is he really a Spider-Man villain? I've never heard of Trapster before. Who the heck is he? So he's a supervillain. Okay. Strange.
Wait on this one. You don't know him.
I do know that we can't help anyone if we rush in there and get killed. We need a plan.
I'll scout out this hospital base of his and make sure everything's safe. Happy?
That's one word for it, sure. Another word would be slightly less stressed.
So this guy is probably going to be a Spider-Man villain that's very vague, because I have no idea who he is.
If you weren't a robot,
Spider-Woman?
you'd definitely be venomous.
There's a lot to do. I'm really curious about this cult. I cannot wait to see what they're like.
Seems like everyone has a robot army but me.
We had the Spider Bros, remember, dude? What happened to those? Oh, it's wet them up? That's handy.
For an abandoned foundry, this place sure is active.
What is taking them so long?
Extra precautions. Tombstone has proven challenging.
Right. Stay ready.
How, though?
Live to hunt.
Need to clear these rooftops and find a way in. It's lousy with hunters. If it's all for me, I'm honored.
Hey, finally finished with my dad. Still no clue where Dr. Connors is. I haven't seen Dad look this stressed in a while.
We'll find Connors. Why don't you call MJ and ask her to go swing by his house?
Yeah, good idea.
I'll meet you back at the Foundation once I'm done here.
What are you up to? Need a hand?
In Williamsburg, at the old steel foundry. Sounds like they're holding Tombstone here.
Sounds like a job for the Spider Pals.
That is not what we're calling ourselves.
Well, what do you and the other guy go by?
I don't know. Spider-Men? Spider-Mans?
That's confusing.
I should go. This place is crawling with hunters.
So you do need help?
No, do not come here. These people are deadly. Can't risk you getting hurt. Talk soon.
Must be easier for you to communicate with Harry now.
We must not fail Kraven again.
Keep your guard up.
Now that he knows you're Spider-Man.
Status. Repeat. Use status update.
Uh-oh.
Could be trouble. See what you find.
Copy. Heading over.
Any signs? Where are they? You, go investigate.
Heading out. No one here. What?
Let's flush him out. All right?
That's right, come over here.
This smokestack looks like my ticket in.
Just got off the phone with MJ. She says you'll head over to Connors soon.
That's great news.
Yeah, just making sure. You said the steel foundry, right?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Cardio.
Get back to your workout. I have to find Tombstone quick before he ends up like Scorpion.
We lost communication outside. Tighten security around Tombstone.
Calling reinforcements.
Reinforcements. Better play this quietly.
Tombstone is unlike any beast I've faced.
Rather deal with Tombstone than Black Cat. She sent some of the others to Antarctica.
During my last hunt with Kraven, we tracked our prey for 2 weeks, learning every nuance of their behavior.
Long time to stalk.
Maybe. They never even saw Kraven coming. By the time they knew he was there, his blade was buried deep in their gut.
Vicious.
Kraven watched the life leave their eyes, inhaled their final breath. Some think that's where he gets his strength.
Is it true?
No one knows.
Okay.
You'll sleep it off.
There we go. No reinforcements this time. Or not.
You guys just can't make it easy.
Agent Venom?
Harry? What are you doing here?
Helping you out, Spider-Man.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, that's Agent Venom.
Do this quietly.
I remember in Ultimate Spider-Man, that really pathetic TV series, Flash Thompson was Agent Venom.
Is this my fault?
And what's that suit he's wearing? Is that part of the symbiote, or did he just put on a suit and the symbiote overlaid itself over the outfit?
Go left, I go right. Let's do this.
I know you said you had this, but come on, look at us.
Honestly, kinda hope to start you off with something easier.
What better way to learn than on-the-job training? Never felt so strong.
Don't let it get to your head. We're not invincible.
You feel like this all the time?
It's not all punching bad guys.
God dang it, that was a
Make some hard
screw up.
choices too.
That's the gig.
Oh, you have no idea, Harry. Whoa! There we go. That's not good.
Is that a flamethrower?
Unfortunately, I can't wet that up. We'll need to find another way to shut it down. Watch out! They're on the platforms too!
I got him!
Oh!
Stay out of the line of fire and thin out these hunters!
You think this suit is bulletproof?
Now is not the time to find out!
What's the plan then?
I'm working on it! Get to that back balcony! Harry, I've got an idea on how to take that thing down!
I'm all ears!
Up there, the back!
You probably shouldn't be saying Harry's name out loud, dude.
I'll distract it! Get up there!
That was fun. Now let's go rescue a supervillain.
Reformed supervillain.
But still a guy who's tried to kill you a few times.
He's trying to change. I want to help him.
Man, you really do believe in the best of everyone.
That's all part of healing the world, right?
All right, let's...
Come on! Gotta hit them before they hit us!
Here we go again.
There's another one? Get it!
Love your enthusiasm, but I like to work smarter, not harder.
What's the matter? I got this!
That's contradictory to how you normally are in the cartoon series and the TV series where you have to announce your presence to the enemies.
We do until we don't.
Understood. I won't let you down.
You okay with all this fire?
Yeah, actually. Not even breaking a sweat.
What is that?
This escalated quickly.
It always does.
Here, boy. I got something for you. Getting a little hairy here.
Come on.
There's too many of them.
Hang on.
He's gonna get angry. He's gonna get angry and he's gonna start bursting.
That suit is wild. I think I'm getting the hang of this. You should teach a class.
Maybe I can get my job back.
I'm so glad that they're, you know, building up the relationship. Like, even though Harry is wearing the suit and he's still committing to helping Spider-Man. You know, like, normally when you have this kind of plot line in the Spider-Man cartoon series, it's always for like a short while, and then eventually things go to shit, and Harry ends up becoming the villain, or like a friend becomes a villain, or something like that, or they get swayed. Like, this happened a couple of times in the Marvel Spider-Man TV series. I know, like, Doc Ock was a good guy for like one episode, and then the very next episode he's good for a bit, and then he's suddenly a bad guy, and so you lose out on that kind of depth. But then he's actually redeemed in season 2 when he's helping with the Goblin Wars. And Harry went through the same thing as well. I know a couple of times he was swayed by his father, because that's what Norman Osborn tends to do, with that kind of manipulation of his son, because that's part of the grooming aspect of that kind of relationship between the two. I'm just glad that so far this game is not favoring that kind of route, and it's giving time to bond with the characters. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just really glad it's not favoring that kind of cliched route. Oh, nice! Thanks for the save.
Watch out!
Uh-oh.
I'm stuck. Harry, you with me?
My head! We need to move now!
The vibrations. You still need to come up with a better name than Harry, dude. Stop revealing the identity of Agent Venom. Genki? Is that you?
Maybe if we don't move, it won't see us. Well, that was wishful thinking.
Oh, too bad. I thought they were building up Genki just then, but apparently not.
What was that thing with your suit? I don't know. That alarm really
That was a
messed with
mistake.
my head. Just glad you're all right.
Arrows, machetes, rockets, now robot birds?
Don't forget the robot dogs.
What's gonna try to kill us next?
Ah, don't ask for that, dude.
You can break free!
Okay, initiated from the air. Nice.
Get down!
So when do I get a second takedown bar? I'm really waiting for that.
Stay calm.
There's a lot of them.
One at a time.
Wow, that move is so good when you have it upgraded. That's so awesome. Up we go!
It's getting intense! Where is this guy already?
Something tells me we're close.
Eyes on top.
Oh shit! That's danger close, buddy. You should never fire a rocket launcher at that range. Wow, what did he fire at him?
Starting to feel out of my depth here.
Sure we can do this? Of course. We're the Spider Pals. All right. Whoa! There's our guy. What's the plan?
I think we should get him.
Oh, the typical race stance plan.
I'll run a distraction. See if you can break him free.
On it.
They grow up so fast.
He killed her.
I'm gonna break you out of here, okay?
You can't. They rigged this whole thing.
Then I'll de-rig it.
What did I just tell you?
Sorry, it's my first day.
Gonna need a hand here!
Be right back.
Are they getting bigger?
He countered my swing kick. Why isn't the prompt working? Hello? Why is the prompt not working? Gonna have to restart the checkpoint. I don't know what's going on with the scripting right now.
Are they getting bigger?
That's fine, I can do the combat encounter again.
One more time into the fire?
You're making jokes at a time like this?
Part of the job.
Ironic. The spider comes to save me.
Hey, you owe me one.
Let's see if we make it out.
Where do they keep coming from?
Some sort of booking agency? We have to turn off this furnace. There! If we can overload the machine with a coolant, it should shut down.
Are they gone?
Just in time to shut down the furnace.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the scripting just then. I could not interact with this.
All right, this should...
You trying to kill everyone here?
What's the plan? Sorry.
More of them.
They don't quit.
They're endless.
Getting hot in here.
I haven't noticed. This suit is fireproof.
Lucky
Yeah.
you.
I also hate that as well. I hate how forceful the dodge is. Like, you can move so much faster just going normally, like when you're swinging or when you're running, and yet the enemies still track you perfectly because it's that forceful on the dodge. I never liked that in Marvel Spider-Man.
We don't have time for this.
What do we do?
Punch faster.
That I can do.
We gotta get Tombstone out. Maybe we can weaken the cage. There. Pull out those supports.
Call me crazy. This might be one of the best days of my life.
We really need to get you out more. Only 2 left. What's this thing made of?
I don't know, but this place is falling apart.
Oh god!
Trying.
It's not working.
Just hang on.
There we go.
This whole place is going down.
I can't break through the cage. Maybe we go through the furnace.
No, it's too hot in there.
You got any better ideas? Hard choices, right?
What are you doing?
The symbiote doesn't like fire.
Come on, Harry. Ah!
Now what?
Nice.
Move! Back through here!
Get out of there!
Bringing back memories. He found strength in the memory from his past.
Follow him!
That was insane. And we gotta run.
Is this job always so stressful?
Yoga's done wonders for my mental health.
You trying to die here? Move it!
No! We lost him!
Don't panic! Quick, this way! Harry! Harry! Gotta keep moving.
What coordination? Wow. Most impressive.
Hold up!
Can you see if we were followed?
On it.
Only downside to going straight. The game keeps you in shape.
Glad we got to you in time. Some of the others weren't so lucky.
They couldn't have off me if they tried. Besides, they were waiting for their boss to do the deed.
You have someplace safe to go?
Yeah. They come for me again, I'll be ready. Tell your friend thanks for looking out for me. See you around, Spider.
Looks like they split. We should too.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll get side missions for Tombstone. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Good job back there.
So that we get more character moments.
I was pretty sure I was just messing everything up.
You were, but in the best possible way. What are you...
Hold on. Sorry. I'm still figuring out how this thing works.
Nice design.
What do you mean?
Didn't you just...
Huh? I guess I did. Would you look at that? I guess we really are spider pals now. I think I'm gonna head back to the lab, see if Dr. Connors has showed up yet.
Good call. I'll catch up with you soon.
You know, I'm still amazed that Peter hasn't brought up the possibility of Norman weaponizing that symbiote. Isn't he aware how bad Norman Osborn is after the events of Marvel Spider-Man? And how dangerous it is for that symbiote suit to be in such a close proximity to Norman Osborn and in the possession of his son? I feel like that's something he should be bringing up as well.
Incredible.
How about we transition to Miles?
Better not be because you saw a millipede again.
Oh, is it that kind of person? Because I have a member of my family who is like that. They're so terrified of stink bugs and so grossed out by ladybugs, all sorts of pests, that they have to constantly call me up to kill them. And I don't understand why it's so hard for her to overcome this fear. It's really bizarre.
Better check in with Pete first. Hey, Miles. Yo, man. It's been a minute. You need any spider help?
Actually, we're all good. We managed to rescue Tombstone before Kraven could get his hands on him.
We?
Oh, long story short, my buddy Harry, he has some sort of power suit. Kicked all kinds of butt with it. He's gonna be a big help with these hunters, that's for sure.
Wait. Is he one of us now?
Sort of? It's all happening fast, but we'll talk later. Gotta run.
Talk later. He says that a lot. Okay. Better see what's going on with Ma.
So what happens if I switch now?
See you, Miles?
Oh.
Time for some science.
That's interesting.
Hello, Peter. Welcome to the real-world trial for our ultra-efficient battery bicycles.
Nice.
We'd love you to take a bike for a spin, passing through 10 checkpoints to measure real-world battery metrics. Head to the bike rack in Central Park and hop on. Your badge will grant you access.
No need to make headlines. This is a job for plain old Pete.
Well, this is
Now grab one of these
different.
Sweet state-of-the-art rides. Okay, let's head to that first checkpoint.
I can't believe we're playing as Peter Parker right now.
MJ and Harry and I have been to some great shows in the park.
Oh, and they're using this to build character. Nice.
Hey, that sign will make a good ramp.
Really? You want to do that? I didn't want to go in that direction.
Crazy to think I'm powering a battery right now. My energy is everyone's energy. Harry and I used to go to concerts out here every summer. Maybe we can bring that tradition back.
I love... Wow! Every single time it seems like the side missions are gonna be going down a linear path, there's always these, like, divergences. Like what we get right here where he's talking about Harry all of a sudden. This is crazy.
Oh, that's not right. I don't think this bike was supposed to provide its own fireworks. This isn't safe. At this rate, the battery will overheat and explode. I've got to hurry and get it to the bike station, where it can drain the charge safely.
I still don't understand how this is, like, interesting technology. A battery-powered bicycle? What's so great about that? Unless, like if you were using it for charging your electronics, I could understand that.
I've had a lot of things blow up on me, but this would be my first bicycle.
And, like, I know in the real world there are people who have retrofitted batteries onto bicycles. And I think they use the same kind of alternator technology. But I don't remember what their use was specifically.
Maybe I can vent some of this excess charge by depleting it with a speed boost.
Sorry, guys. Oh, no, no. I'm stuck.
Bridge is blocked. Gotta get over there somehow.
I have no idea how this boost function's working, but it's weird.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Oh my god, go, go, go! It's gonna explode, it's gonna explode! Go! Go!
Come on, bike. Hold together.
Oh my god, I'm gonna clutch it at the last second. Oh my god, that was so bad. The controls on the bike were a little weird.
I've got to tell Dr. Wynn a short circuit seems to have caused thermal runaway. If it didn't happen in the lab, I'll bet fluctuating outdoor temperatures are the culprit. I've got some ideas for better thermal regulation.
So these are side activities, these Mysteriums.
What is that? Looks mysterious. A Mysterium. I should let Miles know.
What do we have here? Oh, it's Quentin Beck.
The Mysterium is infected with a virus or something, and it's trapped someone inside.
If you execute the breakpoint condition, the system should reset. Just try not to get hurt in the process.
How would I get hurt if it's just an illusion?
That, my friend, is what we're trying to find out.
Oh, it's a challenge. Defeat all enemies. So these are the equivalent to the Taskmaster challenges, it looks like. I have no idea how this is working. This is very weird.
Spider-Man. Here to play hero?
Is that Spider-Man? Help! Help! Don't worry. I'll
Defeat
find
enemies.
Destroy them all. Or die.
Spider-Man, what do you see in there?
A bunch of bad guys, including Mysterio.
I know this will sound wrong, but Cole and I believe that this rogue Mysterio was created by all who corrupted our Mysterios. They are trying to frame me by using weaponized
God dang it.
illusions to torture people. We believe that if you defeat these anomalies, you will be able to save the hospital. And moreover, the more efficient you are in dispatching these anomalies, the closer we will be to figuring out what went wrong.
So I'm debugging code by fighting these weird green skull dudes? Okay.
That doesn't make sense.
Prepare for some slice
Spider-Man. Spider.
Oh boy. Oh! This is very sloppy. Oh god!
You can't save anyone. You can't save yourself.
Oh god.
I think I did it.
Wow, I got it right there.
That was a nightmare. Well, the nightmare is over. You're safe now.
Impressive. So this is why they call you a superhero.
So how exactly do these work? That is so weird.
Oh, you found one of our dev diaries.
Dev
This is
diaries?
Project Betsy was passionate about. Unfortunately, more people are trapped in Mysteriums throughout the city. Oh, we must find out who is behind this and bring them to justice.
This whole Mysterium thing feels shady. But if there are people trapped, I gotta help them. And try to figure out what's really going on.
Don't I know this building right here? Oh wait, that was actually an ability in Miles Morales. I think I remember that. That Thunder Smash move.
This one seems really
Mark
high-tech.
3 Spider-Bot. There's all sorts of activities to do in the open world. It's crazy. This is like the most expansive open world I've ever seen. God, I love this game so much.
Updates on the trial of the century. The people of New York versus Norman Osborn.
Yeah, exactly, Norman Osborn.
How Mayor Norman was indirectly responsible for poisoning the city a couple years back. Well, his lawyers have slowed the march of justice down yet again with more delays. Our source inside the courtroom tells me they're bringing frivolous notions to prolong discovery. All love to my legal eagle friends, but some days you just gotta say it. Screw you lawyers. All right, see you next time, kids.
Yeah, nothing has changed. This still feels like a 10 out of 10 to me. Or like a 9.8 out of 10. This game is just continually feeling marvelous in its implementation. Oh, Spider-Man Noir! Nice! Spider-Man Noir is my favorite character in Shattered Dimensions.
Looks like these imposter spider bots are getting pinged by some third party.
Like someone else is tracking them?
Exactly. I just need to figure out who. Collect any others you can find. I need all the data I can get.
Nice one, Genki. Got us one step closer to solving this thing.
This game is so much fun. I'm gonna say that for the millionth time. It's amazing. I've been really enjoying the story. I've been really enjoying the open world. It's unlike any other open world superhero game I've ever played. And there is another Mysterium right there. So very interesting how Mysterio is the replacement for Taskmaster in this game. And I have no idea how these work. Defeat all enemies again.
I don't know where I am. Help!
Just sit tight. I'll find you.
My illusion will never die. But you.
Okay, Miles. Remember, everything's an illusion. Even that fake Mysterio.
Look at him track me even though I'm going so high. Really hate how arcadey that is. How you have to be so reliant upon the dodge like that. Uh-oh.
Hello?
What happened?
This illusion is an illusion.
Whatever that means.
I promise, this poison gas is not an illusion. Tick-tock!
Whoa! This sure doesn't feel like an illusion. How are they doing this?
How on earth do I eliminate these enemies this fast? Oh!
Try not to bleed all over my Mysterium.
Let's not do that again.
I wonder if there's a way to, like, pull them off or something like this. And then I can just move on to the next guy. No, he's still up. Yeah, these challenges are pretty hard to get gold on.
That's it.
Only because I'm not too familiar with, like, the advanced combat and the ways to do a lot of damage.
I thought I was lost forever.
It's okay. It's over.
Yeah, that was terrible. That could have been so much better.
First things first, we have to put together a pitch for investors. Wait, Cole, are you recording?
Yep, we're rolling.
I don't understand why we have to record all this.
Because we're all going to be famous one day. And our fans are going to want to peek behind the curtain, so to speak.
Ugh. Okay. Well, for the pitch, I can put together a prototype illusion that will blow your mind.
Great idea. We also still need to come up with a name for our attractions.
How about Mysteriums?
No. We will not use the name Mysterio in any way, shape, or form.
People are gonna call you Mysterio whether you like it or not.
But I am not Mysterio anymore. I am Quentin Beck, Master Illusionist.
Beck didn't want to be a bad guy anymore. Good for him.
I wonder if Peter says anything different, or if Miles is the only one that can hear these.
Okay, let's talk image. We'll want to assure investors you're not the criminal you once were.
I've done my time. Shouldn't that be enough?
Unfortunately not. Let's talk about your origin. What led you to become Mysterio in the first place?
Is this really necessary?
If you want to be successful, yes.
I guess it was ego, mostly.
We all have egos, Quentin.
Not like mine.
Former supervillain has a big ego. Go figure.
That's cool. Well, once again, like, they're using that kind of side mission format to build up the lore of the villains. Just like with Sandman, that's really cool. You know, I say this a lot in a lot of games. You know, I said this a lot in my Resident Evil Village retrospective. In place of, like, side missions, like, if you're gonna put some kind of reward for side missions, put in lore. Something like that. I don't wanna get, like, some super-powered weapon or super-powered upgrade, all this kind of stupid stuff that should have already been, like, a base feature to complement your balancing. I want to get lore. I want to get interesting stuff like that to flesh out your story. It shows you care. That's the kind of stuff I care about when it comes to these kind of story-driven games. And especially Resident Evil, which is all about the lore. The lore and, like, the universe of Resident Evil is one of the biggest parts of Resident Evil as a brand. And Resident Evil has probably the largest universe of lore I have ever seen for a game series on a single timeline. If you've actually seen the Resident Evil podcast team's timeline, it's massive. like the amount of side material, the amount of games, the amount of novels, the amount of things they've collected about Resident Evil and compiled together into the timeline is incredible. You know, that's the stuff I care about a lot, and I cannot wait for them to release the Resident Evil Village part of the timeline. They said they're releasing it sometime by the end of this year, but there's no guarantee. I just hope it actually comes out.
This will make such a difference for the community. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, bye-bye. Miles.
Hey, Ma.
Ven, siéntate. I just wanted to check in. See how you're doing. ¿Todo bien?
Fine. Everything's good. Okay. It's just a lot right now. So much to take care of in the city. Super stressed about my college essay. Pete's busy doing other stuff. And Lee. Lee's still out there. Doesn't that bother you?
Of course it bothers me. But I'm committed to making this community better. I've got to let go of things that don't serve me and focus on where I want to go, not where I've been. ¿Entiendes lo que te digo?
Yeah, it's interesting because that could actually parallel with Peter and Spider-Man, because remember, there are those storylines that involve Peter contemplating on whether he should let go of being Peter Parker or let go of being Spider-Man. Like, I remember in the Spider-Man 2 game, they touched upon this concept greatly, and, you know, Black Cat was kind of there to be the foil to Peter Parker, because, you know, she's very into the high life as being this extraordinary individual, and it clashes with Peter, who is assuming two lives. I wonder if they're going to use that kind of quote from Rio Morales in order to play upon some other story element with the characters. Because as I've already pointed out before, you know, it really seems like in Marvel Spider-Man 2, Peter is more insistent on embracing his life as Peter and moving on from being Spider-Man, whereas Miles is more committed to being Spider-Man rather than focusing on his college essay, and that's totally logical. I can understand that, because college is probably not going to be in his best interest, but of course he needs the education or to get a job just to satisfy those requirements that society needs and the like. But it's a very interesting dichotomy right there with the characters, and I'm just wondering if Rio Morales' statement is meant to play upon that dichotomy in a way, just what I'm describing about this perspective.
Yeah. But Lee? I can't just let him go.
Angela, I'm gonna have to call you back. No, how can you be locked out? You have a key. Oh. No, I understand the urgency. Let me make some calls. Okay.
Mom, do you need me to go?
Didn't you just finish telling me how busy you are?
Yeah, but I always have time for my community.
Yeah, and you don't need to be a part of some organization or company to serve the community. In fact, if you do so, you are going to have your efforts to help the community be hindered. I mean, how else is Spider-Man able to help out the community greatly? He's not being leashed by the government and their stupid policies and the like, but he's still making sure that, you know, he's following the morality set by societies, set by himself, set by his experiences. Yeah, all I'm saying is Miles, if he's helping out the community, he's not going to be doing it for some random company / organization for sure. Although technically, like, Peter and Harry are embracing that research institute, and, you know, they're getting a lot of research done, but it sucks because it's going to be destroyed, because I know a fight occurs in that area later on based on the early gameplay I've seen. Not to mention it's run by Norman Osborn. That's a lot of the controversy surrounding that research institute. It's because it's being run by Osborn, who was implicated in the Devil's Breath attack. Yeah, it's a lot to really process, guys.
Okay, Ma. Where am I headed?
Harlem Cultural Center, 116th and Convent. That was my friend Angela on the phone. She's the curator, and she's trying to give a prospective donor a private tour. But the security system locked her out.
Whoops! Awkward.
Angela lined up a bunch of items for a new music exhibit, but funding fell through. And if this donor doesn't cover the costs, the museum might have to close.
I'll make sure they get in.
Now, you know I'm passionate about preserving the musical heritage of this community. But how can I donate to a museum where the security system isn't even functional?
Darren, I hear your concerns, but I assure you this museum will be...
Spider-Man.
Oh, thank God. The system's locked us out and it's not responding to any input at all.
Let's see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. Need to find the control panel. Relays are overloaded. Gotta get inside the walls to fix them. Let's patch things up so Angela can give that tour. Who are these guys?
Huh? Uh-oh.
So that's how Angela got locked out. Better reset the system so I can get in there and stop these guys. Not too bad. Let me fix it up real quick. Got it. But the system's still down. Gotta find the other relay boxes.
Hey, Miles. I checked in with all the feast shelters. No one has seen Martin Lee.
Thanks.
I wonder if there are any Easter eggs here. You have to save those people, Miles.
What?
Made sure he didn't hurt anyone else.
Right. Well, don't worry. I'll keep looking.
If you end up prioritizing like fighting the people you hate rather than saving the people you love, it will have huge detriments in the long run on your psychology. Trust me.
Must be some valuable stuff in here. These guys seem like pros. Get this back online. Nice. But the system's still down. Must be
I can't let them see me.
Sax and drum are already in the truck, right?
Yeah. Well, we got time. And a lot more room in the trucks.
Gotta get past these guys without being spotted. How about a distraction in the key of C?
Oh, God, no. Alright.
What was that?
You playing some kind of joke on me?
Should stay out of sight as much as I can through here.
Keep it together, man. Don't you punk.
Oh, I remember this. They showed this in an early gameplay section. This is some really cool stealth right here.
Yo, Doug, that better be you.
Alright.
Miles, everything okay?
Ran into a snag, but I'm handling it.
While you're there, check out some of the instruments. Get you ready for college.
Ma, I'm going into music tech. Computers are my instruments.
Music starts with a human, their instrument and their soul. When you're mixing or sampling, you have to listen close and capture that soul.
Exactly.
Computers can't do that.
You know how old you sound right now?
Old and wise, you mean?
Old, wise, and logical is more like it. God, I love these kind of sections. I love the gameplay diversity in this game. This is going to be a lot of fun to replay when I come back to this game after a while.
Looks like there's one more relay to bring back online. Oh man, gotta get all the way across the room.
How much time we got?
A couple minutes. Grab the last few things and get ready to load up.
Who did that?
I've got to somehow get them away. How long are these guys going to inspect the instruments exactly?
someone bumping into things.
Okay, good thing they at least
Last relay online, then head to the loading dock.
stay on the distractions from Memley. There we go, that should do it.
Nice work, Spider-Bot. Now it's my turn.
Spider-Man, the front door's finally open. But there is a bunch of stuff missing.
It's all up back in the loading docks. And I'll make sure it stays there.
Let's get out of here, quick! Go, go, go! I think there's something stuck between my toes. Get ready, Spider-Man! Here we come!
Oh!
Boss said this would be an in-and-out job. Now Spider-Man's here! Whatever! Take him out! Get the spider!
Tell your boss, don't go messing with my neighborhood!
Heads up!
Oh, cut!
Let's go! Hit back! No!
I still can't pull brutes when they're webbed like that. But that helps.
I got a gift for you!
How can these guys still be active when everyone else, like the hunters, are active?
Not today.
Mega Venom Blast? Oh, that was in Miles Morales. I remember that. Mega Venom Blast is a powerful burst attack. Trigger it when your Mega Venom Blast meter is full.
Gotta stop those trucks. Gotta pick one for now. Give it up, guys! You're not getting away!
Nothing at him! Anything! Go play with this!
Y'all wanna do this?
What do I do?
Okay by me.
Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I'm just waiting. Okay.
Funky drummer.
Too bad you couldn't put a spider tracer on the other truck.
They only recovered items from one truck? What a mess. Sorry, Angela. This is a deal breaker. No.
There goes our best hope for a big donor.
There's still the fundraising gala.
If we don't find that second truck, there is no exhibit. Without an exhibit, there is no gala. Without a gala, the museum will have to close.
That won't happen. I promise. Here.
This belonged to Clyde Stubblefield. Ooh! The original funky drummer. Do you know how often his rhythms were sampled? He was so influential. A direct line from funk to hip-hop. Thank you.
And don't worry, I'll find the rest of those items.
Thank you.
I should check in with Pete.
Oh, they're doing the transition again. Kind of sucks that they can't do this as like the general mechanic for swapping between the two.
Hey, bro, you have a sec?
Of course. Actually, Harry's calling. I have to take this. Catch up later?
Oh, sure, man. Later. Hey, Pete. I'm at EMF. No sign of Doc Connors yet, but I could use an extra set of eyes.
On my way. Have you heard anything from MJ? You said she's stopping by his house, right?
Nothing yet. She told me she'd call when she got there.
Let's hope he's just taking a sick day.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna check her office. Just come by when you can.
Well, you gonna call Miles back or what? No? Alright. I would've called him back if I were you.
Don't scare me like that.
Spirit Spider. I remember that. That was an outfit in Marvel Spider-Man. And I don't know what comic that comes from. So clearly Spider-Man and Ghost Rider bonded somehow. No idea. And this is for both of them. Let's try that. Wow. Awesome. And that's the recharge. That sucks.
Hey friends, I have got a very special episode for you today. Here to dish about all things
JJJ
going on
Spider-Bot?
recently is the incredible and brilliant Councilwoman Rio Morales. Good to have you back, Rio.
Good to be back, Danica.
So, we've been seeing reports of an attempted robbery in Harlem.
Unfortunately. But the Harlem Cultural Center is home to artifacts from resilient musicians of color. What better way to honor them than to be equally resilient? We'll recover just fine.
If there's one thing I love, it's optimism. And I heard Spider-Man might have been involved.
What can I say? Art thieves never expect a fake out. Or Spider-Man. You'd think they'd learn to plan for both.
Right? So Spider-Man was on the scene. That's great. Think he's handsome under that mask?
That's what they say.
Well, New York wouldn't be the same without him. Thanks, Rio. Give it
For
up
sure.
for Rio Morales, who graciously lent us her time. Any advice for our audience before we head out?
If you need help, ask for it. No one important will judge you. Promise.
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself. Danica out.
Oh.
Bet you're wishing that cloaking tech hadn't failed right about now. Easy peasy.
That draws them away. Can't believe I never thought of doing that with the turrets. Throwing them back at the VTOLs. Whoa! What the hell? That was weird. And you're out of here. That can definitely come in handy. I haven't really found the need to swap abilities yet. And I haven't really found much of a need for these other gadgets. That's kind of a problem that I have so far. There's not really a need to use these other gadgets because I don't feel like they're user-friendly. And I don't feel like they complement the combat that well. Like the upshot, it launches enemies into the air, but what good is that going to do if you can't like web up multiple of them? Like, can you imagine if you had the web bomb to complement the upshot? Or like, you had impact webs as well? I mean, that would be really helpful. I mean, they already had that with the suspension matrix. Like, the reason why the suspension matrix worked is because it was complementing other good gadgets. The combination of gadgets was really encouraged in Marvel Spider-Man, but I'm just not feeling it here. I do wonder if maybe the web grabber can be helpful here. I do kind of wish we had the tripmine feature back. The tripmine feature was really good in Marvel Spider-Man. I don't know, I just feel like they gimped the gadgets to the point where there's not really a need to use them, aside from the normal web shooters. The normal web shooters are really all you need. I just can't really find any other incentive to use these other gadgets. That's what kind of sucks. The ricochet web could be useful, though. So R1 and X. I really should be upgrading my suit tech. Too bad I don't have any more tech parts. Yeah, if they only made the gadgets as good as the ones in Marvel Spider-Man, I'd be using them more often. And the gadget variety and their effectiveness was warranted in Marvel Spider-Man because of how the enemy arrangements could be deadly in certain parts, and there could be a lot of guys with guns, a lot of guys with rocket launchers, lots of brutes, lots of special enemy types, and that could be particularly problematic, which is why those gadgets were needed. And they also helped with stealth as well. That's it. Ow! God dang it! I think doing perfect evades increases your adrenaline gain as well. And they throw Molotovs? Oh, that's not good. Only one more finisher to go. Oh! Oh no! No, no, no! That lasts longer than I'd expect. I keep pressing the wrong button to use gadgets. Shit! That's it! That was really difficult. That was so difficult. But for the right reasons, I would say.
Can't believe I'm out of there.
You're okay. Safe and sound.
That was quite the difficulty spike, let me tell you.
Why are you recording us having lunch?
I figured our fans will want to know a little about you and how you got to know Quentin.
He was my neighbor growing up. We played together sometimes, but then he went to a different school. He was way more advanced than the rest of us regular kids.
I can totally see that. Was he always so creepy and weird?
Cole, that's... That's not nice.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's harmless, I think. But if I could find another job, I would.
You're making the right choice to stay. He's a genius. As soon as the world sees what we're doing, we're all going to be very, very rich.
Betsy knew Beck from way back. And she's all in. But it sounds like Cole has her doubts.